This actually comes from a book. Lots of theory. It comes from this book. Hopefully, so let's try it. This is where we have our concept. Here is cultural syndromes. This is important. Cultural syndromes are a type of culture. So right now, start thinking, what are you? What kind of culture? You are a type. What type am I? We have to be 应该不一样的文化. But what type? What is the name? So this is the type of culture, and they have different traits, or traits, these characteristics, and they occur together to create 一种的文化, one type of culture. We also need to talk about our distance. Here's our distance. Are our cultures the same or different? This is talking about distance. 很重要的因素影响 war and culture conflict. Okay? So this will determine the chance of war, conflict, and how big the war will be. The severity, how serious. Cultures that are very close together do not fight very often. Cultures that are very far apart will fight. Cultures that are close together, when they fight a little bit and it's over. Cultures that are far apart, when they fight, they change the world or destroy the world. Okay, this concept you do know. This one is very familiar to everyone. So now, are you 集体主义 or 个人主义? Okay, let's look at collectivism. According to theory, 大家都说 Chinese people, Asian people are collectivist, and you are interdependent. You and your other people all connect together in your group, your people, but not other people. You will help each other, even if it's not for you, even if it's 不方便 to you as a person, you will help the other one. That is collective. 集体主义. And the group goals. The group 比较重要. Group is more important than self. In group, more important than self. Oh shit, in group, 什么意思? Okay, that's a good question. Now we have in group, in group. 这是什么? Okay, here's our in group. See, they're the same. 都一样. Yes, these 家伙 will be different from other people. So they are their own in group. And in collectivism, they will work together in way they are the same. It's not in way they like each other, not in way they are some benefit, it's because they're the same, so they help. Okay, so here's our in group. 比方说 me, this is me, John Michael. I am a 个人, I'm an individual, but I am inside of a group, 家人, family. That can be an in group. And you see it's a very small group, so it's very tight. Baba, mama, brothers and sisters, go, jie. Okay, our family here is one group, and we are different from other families. Now, me and my brothers go to the same school, so we have our school group. You are at Taidong University, Dongda. You are a Dongda group, and you don't like people from other schools. You fight the other ones, especially in sports. Yundong people. Your Dongda group will fight the other group, the other school. Okay. You are all in Taiwan. Okay, so you're a Taiwan in your country, and I am American. Okay. So here we are. These are our groups. Now, you see, I am in 1, 2, 3, 4 groups at the same time. You are in many groups at the same time. These are your in-groups. Okay. Now for 个人主义 individualists, 有时候我独立，我一个人 I can leave my group. My group, my people, 想要吃汉堡，我想要吃 pizza. I will leave them behind and eat my pizza. Okay, I don't need to follow the group because I'm 个人主义. I will cooperate. I will cooperate with people in my group. I will cooperate with people out of my group. 有时候有可能 I will go out group and cooperate. 因为 my back is itchy. I can't reach. So someone else will come and scratch for me. Then I'll go around to them and scratch their back. So it helps us. That is mutual benefit. Two people help each other, exchange theory. I can go out of my group. Here's an example. 个人主义 exchange. See? Bird, alligator, 不一样的 group, but they work together. They will go out. Now, what is the benefit? 这个家伙, he provides service. 有服务, he will clean the teeth here. So this guy likes this guy. This service is protection. Protection, 照顾, defend. Nobody will eat the bird when he is in his mouth. He is safe. So there is service, 服务 service. That is out-group, 个人主义 exchange, mutual exchange. Even with 不一样 people. Okay. We can have a continuum. This makes a dimension. We can measure inside of your head, 你的想法, your 心理, and you have dimensions. And one dimension goes across like this. 个人主义, 集体主义 over here. And we know that 美国人, North American, American, Canadian, we are the most free. 个人主义. Europeans, as you go to Europe, you start moving. Over here to Italians, they are collectivists. 都是 individual. No, here's your he's collectivist. Sorry. Oh. Here's your Latin American, your Mexicans, South American, Brazilian, Latino. 他是They are collective, like you. They are the same as you. Okay, so there's another toll. Jewish are very collective. Traditionally, they're collective. Jewish people, yes. Yes. And also here we have Middle Eastern again. They are one group, traditionally from the Middle East, but they went all over the world because they lost their country. Again, we also have Palestinians with the same situation. Because they are in difficult times, no country for their own, well now there's Israel, but traditionally no country for their own, they help each other in their in-group. Traditionally, Jewish people do not marry non-Jewish people in the olden days. Right? A Jewish girl can only marry a Jewish man. A Jewish man can only marry a Jewish girl. They would not marry Jiao, Jiao, and other religions, other people were bad. Yes, they are very collective. Traditionally. Now, well, we're going to look at this later. We're going to see that this continuum will change over geography, 地理, 不一样, but time, 时光, yes, should change. There's a continuum of culture. Here's our Asian collectivists. Okay, 有印象 on influence your language. 对你的语言有印象 collectivist. Here's an example. Grammar. 英文文法. You studied English with me, you know that we always need our subject. I love you. And And we need our object. I love you. In Japanese, we'll say, aishiteru. They say love. That's what it means. There's no I, there's no you. The Japanese never says I. Never do they say watashi wa. They will not say that. If someone is speaking Japanese, watashi wa, then you know that they are adults speaking Japanese, or they are non-Japanese speaking Japanese, because the true Japanese almost never uses I. And for love, I love you, they will not really use you. They will simply say aishiteru. Okay, so they do not need this, because they have their understanding with their own in-group. 英文 一定要 I, you, 谁 I, 谁 You need to have that 清楚 Your 的个人主义的心理的想法我们的 language 语言的文法 Okay, and again, the individualist, English sentence, he is helpful. In other languages, Japanese, Chinese, will use the action, he offered to help. They are describing what happened, no analysis. Here, the individualist will analyze. If they see the action of helping, offer to help, they'll say, he is helpful. They do the analysis and come up with this conclusion, he is helpful, and they'll describe that person's characteristic. Meanwhile, the other describes the action. So their language is different, their talking is different from the different thinking. Okay. Culture-specific words and concepts. You know, every time you try to translate, oh shit, how do you say? Ijak, Susu. They're uncle. They're both uncle. Ai, Gugu. They're both uncle. They're both aunts. We only have one word because we kind of don't really care that much. We just, oops, so again, we don't care. Aunt, 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 uncle, uncle, uncle. 没关系. Exactly. And you will care about that in the collective culture with the big family where the family stays together. Okay. Interesting. Let's look at 复杂, 简单. There are simple and complex cultures. 复杂 has subculture. 文化里面有文化 and so on and so on. 美国很多不一样的文化. We are white, black, Asian, Hispanic. 台湾人 you are now 现在呢越来越复杂. This changes over time. So now we have Vietnamese. You have foreign wives. I am an Atoa Taidong Yushu. I'm a foreign husband. I'm married to a Hakka woman. Here in Taidong, Hanbo, Yentumin, Aborigines, we have Waisheng. They like their beef noodles, Waisheng, the Chinese, mainland Chinese from a long time ago. And we have very Taiwanese, very green Taiwanese, who don't like some blue Taiwanese. Okay, so yes, you will split, and you will split into your groups. You have subculture. Okay. Long time ago, before I was married, I was with my wife, then girlfriend. We come to Taidong and have eat dinner at a hot pot local restaurant, and Lao Ban Yang says, "Oh, 你好多啊，从哪里来的？美国。都是美国人。So what do you mean? 你的头发 hey. So you should be blonde. You're not white. You're short. Why aren't you tall?" Yeah, there's a stereotype. Now, at that time, Obama had just been elected. So I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm not white. We'll go white. Like Obama is not American. Obama is who's Megoyan. And just what? Obama? Oh yeah. Oh, Megoyan 有很多黑人有白人 And then it just takes like 1/2 second to just break her thinking. by asking one question about Obama, then she realizes her mistake. So there is subculture, 美国 subculture inside of American culture. Okay. Simple. If we look at simple, 简单的 culture, simple cultures have few job types. Okay, they could be hunter-gatherers. If you go to Shichen Boguan and you study history about those Kudai, the old people, you will see that they were a simple society. Okay. Let's take a look. Simple and complex. Information. 现在 modern society. Industrial is moving towards simple. This is in the past. 以前 18th century, 19th century. 1800, 1800. Alright, industrial age. 那个时候比较简单. And now we are information age, 用电脑. So we are 越来越复杂. Kings and knights, very simple. Farmers, hunter-gatherers, ancient society. 最后 undiscovered tribes. Undiscovered tribes. 老师，那个 undiscovered tribes 什么意思? Okay, let's take a look. I got some. Hunter-gatherer, simple, undiscovered. We found them, discovered, 被发现了. And the anthropologists were flying their plane over Amazon jungle looking for uncontacted tribes. They found them, and these people were not very happy. 不高兴，太高兴. And this is their answer to the anthropologists who flew over their village. And they decided this tribe will stay uncontacted. Leave them alone. Let them go, let them go. So, when you contact a culture, first contact, 交际很危险. Okay, now in our world, all of our cultures have already contacted. It's still dangerous. We'll take a look at that. Let's keep looking. Tightness and looseness. Okay, tightness. Tight cultures demand conformity. You follow the rules. You follow the rules. You follow the rules. Okay, if you break the rules, if your hair is too long, then they get angry. Okay, they are intolerant of other people. If your religion, 你的宗教不一样, they get angry. They're tight. Okay, tightness, happens with collective. Okay, or high population density. Okay, let's go to loose culture. Loose culture. When you have many culture mixed together, 比方说 Thailand, you can have Chinese culture up north and some southern culture down south, and 不一样的 language, 不一样的 people. There were also ocean currents which let Arab traders come in the old times. Many cultures come together down there. And they would be loose. Individualists, the Adoas, 美国人, tend to be loose. 比较 loose. If we have many groups, many subcultures, 越来越复杂, 越来越 loose. Large city, loose. And you can think about that. 在台东, what do you do? Everyone's watching you. Everyone knows what you do. If you go eat beef noodles or you go eat loué, everyone knows you went there. You know, check in, they can see you on Facebook. Go to Taipei, go crazy, be weird, be wild. No one knows. So, big city is loose. Taidong is tight, or small town type. Okay, here's our continuum. Tight, loose. Again, 现代的 society secular 什么意思？没有 religion, not a religious country. 美国 France secular government, secular country. Here, the type would be conservative religion, Muslim, Arab, conservative religion, very tight. Modern, industrial, big. Post-war Japan. Now Japan is more loose than 以前, before the war Japan. So time changes your culture. Time can change. Army and military, a subgroup, subculture. Inside of Taiwan culture, you might have army people, and they have to follow their 对战. Yes, sir. They follow orders. They are tight. Army are tight. And it doesn't matter, 美国, Taiwan, 大陆, if they're army men, they will be tight culture. Okay. Let me show you in pictures. 看照片就看得懂. Tight, loose. 以前 Japan, tight, loose. 很多外国人, it doesn't matter, 没关系啊. That everyone is here mixed together. Back here, they would look at the guy going, why is there a white person? Okay, so this is the tight and this is the loose. Oh, here's our example of tight and loose. Yes, very tight, very tight. These girls must cry properly. They must cry and smile properly. If they're not good enough, gone. So, very tight, very tight. South Korea, loose. Okay, so there's our difference. North Korea, South Korea, tight, loose culture. They're right next to each other. The cultures will tend to go together. So here's our syndrome. Tight, simple. Loose, 复杂, 个人主义, tend to go together. Correlation. Okay. This is their belief. This is the theory that these will go together. Let's take a look. It can be measured. We can find out how far. We can measure this. Using questionnaires and statistic modeling, we can find out. So now, all of these continuisms, continual, right here, continuals are here and here. Culture 1 is very conservative and traditional. We'll see it's collective, high collective, and it would be very low individual. High simple, very simple, not very complex, more tight than loose. Culture number 2 would be the opposite. And here you can see the distance, cultural distance between the two cultures. These cultures would have a greater chance of fight, because they're different. 不一样的想法，不一样的belief. Their languages would also be very, very different and very hard to study. In general, the distance increases the chances of miscommunication, 沟通错误, and conflict because of their belief, value, their behavior. There are many other culture types. 很多, I will not talk about all of them, but here we have universalist. 个人主义 also are universalists. They emphasize the achievements. So if we look at you, look at your paper, your qualifications, it's what you can do. You have knowledge, you have ability, you can do it, okay, you get a job. You're good. 不管你的爸爸妈妈是谁，不管从哪里来的, we don't care. We only care, do you have ability? 有天才，有能力. Okay. That is the achievement universalists. The collectivists tend to be particular, and they look at your guanxi, your achievement. Oh, you're from Taidong. Okay. Who's your father? Who's your mother? Oh, you're Lin Papa the Danuar. Okay, yes, okay. Oh, nice to meet you. Because they know you. Then you get the job. You guanxi, you get the job. Buguan qualification. It doesn't matter that you're good or bad. It's who you know. It's what school you went to. Oh, you're from Shida. Oh, you're from Gashida. Whatever the background is. This happens in collectivist. Go ahead, we look at what you did, what you can do. Qualifications. Instrumentalists. Uh-oh, here's another one. Instrumentalist. This is me. I'm very particular about this. I'm very instrumental. In fact, I'm almost Jack Asperger instrumental. I care about work. I want to finish my job. I have a job. I will finish it. And then there are other people who are expressivists. And they're always liao qian. And it bothers me because I want to do work. Finish the job. Let's finish our work. And then they're going taki. The expressivist looks at me and says, I'm guaike. I am 机器人, 不算人, 机器人. I'm a robot. I am cold. I am mean because I don't want to chat. I don't want to socialize and talk to people. I only want to get my job done. This has to do with our psychology, and it also makes a culture. Me and other people like me work well together. Okay. So, cultural distance. First, 一开始, miscommunication. 然后, the distance will determine what happens later. And you can see right here, it looks like they are 偏见. You see, this kind of looks like the white people looking at the black person, white versus color. And depending on their tightness, if they are very tight, they can be very bad to this person, vice versa. Or maybe they will be very loose, and they kind of don't care. They make fun of him, they know he's different, but eventually they'll accept him if they are loose. Tight, loose. That determines racism, conflict, fight. Okay? When we cross cultures, I come to Taiwan, you go to America, and we are studying. You study English and go to America. I come to Taiwan to teach English and sort of study Chinese a little bit, but not really. And I have problems. We all have problems. Okay, first stage. We are we are really dumb. We don't know. First stage, we make our mistakes. And the people from the other culture are angry at us, and we don't even know it. Second stage, we begin to realize we're sensitive. Yorayu and Ingan, we're sensitive. We understand the other culture. They are angry. We did something. They are angry. We know it. But we don't know what mistake we made. We still don't know how we made our mistake. Finally, over here, 有进步. See? 有进步. We are going up. We know the other culture. We can talk to people in the other culture. We can talk to people in the other culture. But we must be careful. Always 小心, always being careful what the other person thinks. And finally, we are puro. We can go anywhere, and we can mix in any culture. We become true multicultural. multicultural people. We can go anywhere and make friends with anyone, and we are always smooth talking. These would be 4 stages. So we can go from 错误 to 弱. It's very hard to do because we still have to understand 其他的 psychology, 心理学, their culture, 集体主义, 个人主义, find out what they are. This is the same slide in English again. Something will block us. When we try to make progress in our 跨文化 ability, there is a stumbling block that will pull us down. This 错误 is attribution error. It's called 叫做 fundamental attribution error. You already have this problem. I already have this problem. We developed this problem when we were little kids. The way your parents raised you helped create this problem. The way your grandparents raised your parents helped create this problem. And this problem is blame the other guy, 其他人, out group, in group, out group. Remember, in group, out group. In group is good. The out group, 都是坏人. So, if a person does something wrong, there's a crime or some mistake, if he's another guy, 其他的人, we will blame him, 因为他是坏人, because he's out group. 可是如果我们的人 is our people, we will say, 没有办法, 因为 he didn't have a choice, and 他很辛苦, and 很可怜, no, don't blame him. And you will defend a bad guy. He's one of yours. This is a tendency. All humans will do this. Doesn't matter where in the world we're from. We do this. We learn this from our parents and our grandparents from growing up. Okay, make it very short. It's us versus them. If it's them, the chance of blaming them is higher. If it's us, the chance of making excuses is higher. Individualism. Uh-oh. Did you remember collectivism, 集体主义, increases tightness and intolerance. Individualism, increases this one. My people will make this error more than collectivist people. Collectivism tends to decrease this error because you're always looking at 其他人的情况. So, individualists, we are very quick to blame another guy who is out group. We are very quick to blame another guy who is out group. Have you seen this? Do you know I am talking about somebody very quick to blame someone from another group? Oh, I found him! Oh, there he is. Oh, that guy. 那个家伙. Here is our poster. This is our file for fundamental attribution error. You're looking at him right here. He was born as a fundamental attribution error. But you have people coming in, and I'm not just saying Mexicans. Sorry for being Mexican. I'm talking about people that are from all over, that are killers and rapists. And they're coming into this country and making America bad, and make America great and safe, and keep no Mexicans out. No Muslims. Keep them out. Here is our fundamental attribution error. Yeah? We hope he doesn't win. We're trying to make sure he doesn't win. And in the beginning, we all thought he just wants to be noticed. But he went all the way through 1 year of campaign election. This is more serious than this is very bad. It's not even that he wants to be noticed. This is Hanweixian. This is what we say right now. We say this is the greatest threat, the biggest danger to our world right now, we think, is this guy. Don't worry, there's others. There's another one. Do you know? Well, okay, people hate Hillary. We don't know if she has this fundamental... The way she speaks does not show this. We don't know exactly what she is. Many people hate her, but she does not speak this way, where she blames the other guy. There's another one in another country. I think he's very close to you. He's your neighbor. He'll be in the Philippines. The Philippine president is an Asian Trump. He's one of these guys. Yes, the Duterte guy, very quick to blame someone else. Now, he's even more dangerous because he kills them. How many? 3,000 dead in 1 month? This guy, and this is why we don't like this guy. So now, another important message is, this stuff happens. We talk culture, we try to keep open mind, but somehow, this guy shows up. We don't know how, we can't explain how this happened. All we can tell you is, don't let it happen to you. What happens to us happens first. 1 generation later, 20 years later, it happens to you. Don't let this guy appear in a Taiwan Chinese situation. There's one of them in the Philippines already, so be careful. Oh, we do have attribution error in China. Adoa, 外国人都是坏人. This is mainland China giving a warning about the dangerous Hanweixian 外国人. So we can see our 帅哥 American David, and he's talking to pretty girl, and then oops, he's a 坏人 getting the secrets, and it's all her fault because she fell for the charming Adoa. 小心 Adoa 很危险. That is fundamental attribution error, another stereotype, another miscommunication, 错误, leads to racism, leads to prejudice, leads to conflict, and later a war. This was around all the train stations and in public areas in mainland China. Okay, we're getting close to wrap up. We know that it's hard. We know that culture 有影响, 对语言有影响. Collectivism and individualism change the way people receive a message. The 个人主义 focus on content. You guys who studied English with me, you remember this. I'm always talking about the content and the structure, whether it's in an essay or whether you're reading. We were looking at this constantly. There's a reason why I told you to look at this. Because the Adoa in English looks at this. Collectivist looks at background, other ideas, other feelings, other cues. And these two styles of communication style, will make mistakes and conflict.再来, here we go! This is 1991, the first war. Before you were born, you forgot there were 2 wars with these guys. This is before you're born. Was anyone born in 1991? Anyone here? No, I think you were 94, 95, 96. So you remember the second war when you were small little children. You probably don't even remember because you were small. This is is the first one. 1991. Here is Iraq, 美国. This is Baker. He is, now the job is Hillary, but back then it was Baker. And he is 外交部部长. He's the head secretary of 外交部. And this is Iraq, 外交部 head. They come to negotiate and to ask for peace. They do not want war. This is before the war. And his message is to give a warning. We will fight you. Do this, do this, do this. Tell Saddam Hussein, blah, 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 blah. We are going to fight you. What you forgot is this guy. Look at this guy. This one is your important one. He was there. He was there with Aziz. He's the brother, Barzan Ibrahim al-Takriti. Now, 20, Zainali. Barzan Ibrahim al-Takriti 不会讲英文，完全不懂，不会讲。He is there, and he is the advisor, brother to Hussein, Saddam Hussein. And he goes and he watches the Americans talk with Aziz. And Mayor and Baker says, we will attack you, we will kill you, we will attack you, get out of Kuwait. Miscommunication because brother paid attention to how Baker talked, not what he said. He didn't listen to, we will attack. He went back to Baghdad. Americans will not attack. They are weak. They are calm. They are only talking. They are weak. They are calm. They are only talking. Communication style. In diplomacy, 我们的大使馆, you do not go to another country and go, boom, 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 boom. Do not talk that way. We never do. When we go and we talk, even before the war, our armies are ready. And when we go to the country of our enemies, we smile, we talk seriously, and we say, we're about to kill you. We have our American army, our aircraft carriers are there. We are in the next door country. Leave now, or you will die. Have a nice day. And that's it. That's all that we say. We will smile. We will take pictures and smile and give the message. We will smile while we hold the gun to your head. 就是 politics. That is 国际关系. And you cannot make a mistake. Do not make a mistake about that. The Iraqis made a mistake 因为他们的 style, their Gotong style. In their culture, they like the shoes. The shoes are the insult to throw a shoe at someone, or they pound the table. So, 大的错误. Again, this was a small war. It was over before you were born. You're still here. These mistakes will happen again and again and again, unless everyone in the future, you are young people and you will grow up and become the future. If you change your thinking, if you understand that you can stop this from happening again, again, again. The structure of the message. If you were in English class, one time I even taught English 作文, and we do have a problem with organizing the essay. Remember, your essay is linear. Fact 1 to conclusion. We argue and we persuade. The Easterners just make connections. When we read the essay, 对我们很像乱七八糟. It sounds like you guys are just putting your ideas on paper and it makes no sense. Even if your sentence is English and Lenfa is okay, your essay will still fail. I failed many essays because of this. Bukuan, good grammar. The problem is the logic. The thinking influences the language. Which one is the Atoa essay? And which one is the collectivist, GT essay, GT essay, Gurian essay? Gurian, of course, is here. And this can be a structure for many other languages, many other cultures will use a structure like this. In English class, you are taught main idea, whatever your idea is. Idea, so this, in way, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, number two, blah blah blah, dakara, so this, it is true. Okay. The traditional Asian, Japanese, and Chinese essays, you have a certain structure where you turn and change. I just made this diagram because, to me, this is what it looks like. Idea, associated, idea. Here is your main idea. I've seen this. You ask a question. Is something blah, 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 blah? And I think,